people who are trained in medical spiritual healing, we have different levels of training. Some of them is helping them with the emotional process. So that's the grieving. Some of it is helping people's hearts to reestablish a sense of connection and love and meaning. And that's another thing. There's a third piece, which is what I call the end of life training, that we actually teach people how to deal with issues at the end of life, including how to help spirits cross over at the time of death, but also how to be with the family, how to be with people who are struggling with those processes, to be able to, connect to the spirits, to be able to stay in their heart, to go through their grieving process. And how do you deal with this attachment to form? That's a big piece. So many people are attached to form. How do we break the attachment to form? The only way to do that really is by being able to find the soul. You have to attach to the soul and be able to recognize the soul independent of the body. When that happens, then you're free. Then you can meet any soul, any place. And we can teach you how to do that. We had a guide of our Sufi way. These teachings, medical spiritual healing, are outgrowths of Sufism. And a lot of the spiritual teachings that we use to connect people to God still are some of the practices and things that came through that system. Well, when the guide of the Sufi way, his name was Sidi, died, I remember that people were just in incredible despair. There was such despair and loss. And even among the Murshids, which were the higher teachers, there was almost a sense of, I would say, PTSD, almost such a loss. And I remember for me that many years ago, God began cutting my relationship to his body. In other words, that I no longer needed his body to be there. I could reach him directly through spirit. It was no longer needing any kind of form. It was nice. I mean, I loved having it, but it wasn't necessary. So when he died, everybody was crashing. And for me, I was like, what does it matter? He's still there. It's totally present. And you can, in fact, more present than before. You have to learn to let go, of, it's nice to touch somebody. It's nice to love somebody. It's nice to hold them. But the spiritual nature of who they really are is always present and not hard to reach.
Yeah. Thank you.